So yes, you may be watching this video because your native language is not English. You believe that because your mother tongue is not English, you're unable or you're not that confident to speak to your prospects and customers that only speak English. So I believe that you're not necessarily disadvantaged, and I'll tell you some of the reasons why in this video. Whether you're from Latin America, West Africa, Asia, Eastern Europe, it's highly likely that you may need to reconsider the way you're currently thinking. In actual fact, like a lot of us have studied English throughout our younger years, and we've come to a point where we actually speak it well. It's just that we don't have that accent. So is it a problem? Is it a genuine problem? Well, my opinion is it's not. I think the issue is if you start thinking that you're gonna be at a disadvantage, then the prospect will feel that you're not confident. And that's actually the major issue. When you're able to talk about something with passion, then you will see how this trumps your level of English just by continuing regarding what you are saying. My strong advice is to take into account what is that you're selling. Make sure that you know what you're selling inside out. Be absorbed by the product and the service. Be emotionally attached. Let your heart speak for you. Discuss the product and service with some of your peers, some of your friends, some of your colleagues, and then genuinely expect to succeed. Ultimately, I believe that the prospect of the customer will connect with you because they'll feel your energy, they'll feel your passion, and you'll be able to outperform people around you, outperform maybe yourself, as in like surprising yourself. Because I've been to assessment centers, right, as a judge, and I've seen people from a foreign background doing very well just because they were showing all that passion. They were showing that they were knowledgeable about what they were talking about, but also they wanted to connect with the audience through their energy levels. So first off, make sure you know your product and service really well and that you're able to talk about it in English. Like that would be the bare minimum. Now, for those of us who still believe that it's still impossible or it's very complicated to sell in English because it's not your mother tongue, then what you want to think about is, or refer yourself to, is the quote of Ford, which sounds like, hey, if you believe you can't do it, you're right. If you believe that you can do it, you're right. Okay. So it's a question of mindset. I think lastly, you be conscious that a lot of people will make you believe that you probably can't do it, right? Whether you work in the corporate world or you work self-employed, you've got your own company. It's something that will happen again and again, right? You may not be trusted with some of the accounts that could be yours just because of the language. Whereas you speak it perfectly or you understand it well, there's jealousy, right? So you want to, be just not realistic, but mindful of some of the things that may come your way and persevere. You'll get the results you need, right? But it's worth having a go. It's worth having a try. And whether you've got a strong accent or a mild accent, make sure that you have those conversations with people around you. And eventually, as you practice, you do a lot of role plays, for instance, you'll get it right. And the reason why I'm saying this is because myself, I'm not, my English is not my native language, and I've still been able to be a very successful individual contributor. I've been promoted several times, and I've had the opportunity to manage a few teams in sales. So it is definitely possible. Just believe in yourself. Make sure that you boost your self-esteem and be proud. Going out of your comfort zone and practice until you get it right. Okay?